This is a story about the first black revolution in the West Indies that started in 1791 and ended in 1804. A revolution that became a role model for the Third World liberation movements from Africa to Cuba. It is a story about the French black island of Haiti, where the white man's brutality towards slaves was a daily routine. And it is also a story about the first black statesman in the West Indies, named Toussaint Louverture, who led the people of Haiti towards freedom by conquering the Spanish army, by conquering the English army, and then finally conquering Napoleon's great French army. And in the process, he helped form the first black independent nation in the Caribbean. So my Adrian Bandolero, tell us how the story all began.
Yo, within an area of 10,700 square miles, Toussaint Christophe and Dessalines took the French to trial without a smile, grilling Napoleon ready to war. He threw G's from the West Indies, had something in store. The court date was 1793. Toussaint Louverture's faith in war dropped the beast to his knees. The plot was to gain controls of these French colonies. For over 2 centuries, us Haitians had to be free. By any means, bloody rebellion, men fighting with hands. Like the water bust through dam, blood flooded the land. Like the battle of Adwa, understand I dread Ethiopian versus the man of Italy from Sicily-land. Men versus the Italians, once again, with the same war, but on the west side with the same ending. But Napoleon got pissed like a cop, we tried to rope off the spot. Now understanding them Haitians was nothing to be fucked with. Excuse my friends, but Napoleon understand he was finna get lynched. After Toussaint died, Destiny came off the bench. Hooked up a Christophe, first off, have no side on lock. From on cop, I.E. said he snuck out, who can score? Locked down the west side, from Jeremy to Jacques Mel. Go up the Gulf, or go naive and set post on Jean-Abel. Napoleon fell into a trap, but he know he couldn't go back. Cause how could he tell the world he lost the war with these blacks? And as a matter of fact, on top of that he was strapped, fully loaded for combat against machetes and backs. Christophe and Dessalines put the French on track. Had them shitting in their pants and sent their ass right back. Buckshots filled the air as the whole West stands. Spirit guerrilla warfare like Saint Napoleon fell. I said coupe techo like Jordan River blood road. Heads fell and bodies burned, but the French refused to turn. They didn't learn. Napoleon pride was it hard. The world thought he was a god, but Haitians called him a fraud. Napoleon ego got scarred, but still he went in too deep. Ran up the wrong creek and got fried like meat. Laissa bon Dieu Ethiopia manifestant dans Haïti. C'est qu'on est pas qu'on est, nous sera snaky bandit. Dessalines gave the order, quand tu bois avec toi, mets des défenses sous toi en bois and just brûler tout le caillou. The French out of break free, but the Haitian clique disagree. Fuck the fire and burnt their body and threw them out in the sea. Finally, victory by 1804. Black power was established when we broke down the door. 1804, you know we broke down the door. I'm with Napoleon and his brother-in-law. And once y'all know we left that blood on the floor. Then he died like the pharaoh, cause they taking no more. The first ring in the West was sold. 1804, you know we broke down the door. I'm with Napoleon and his brother-in-law. And once y'all know we left that blood on the floor. Then he died like the pharaoh, cause they taking no more. The first ring in the West was sold.
It's plain to see that the first black empire of the West Indies conquered France, and then we became the first free sea to make the army of Napoleon Bonaparte bleed, and then took up the new name of P.I.T. with the help of the Most High. Toussaint started war, revolution seemed to be the only possible solution to break them devils' pollution, erase their phony illusions. Conclusion was mad bloodshed, chopping heads, thousands of Europeans dead. Damn, it's bloody red. The emperor said, eye for an eye, tooth for a tooth. Strap yourself, young youth, put on your boots, nigga, grab the loot. It's just the truth. Henry Christophe was steady trying to build his own palace shaped exactly like Holy Zion, the home of the great lion where the heat never stopped flying. Oh, this beautiful palace was called a citadel. Go and tell, on the north side of Haiti is where we dwell. The great fight of the war, the biggest army Haiti ever saw, was led by the wicked Napoleon and his brother-in-law. He thought he was raw, he had hatred for black, but when Capois got shot, hits didn't die. They stopped the attack and gave much compliment to an army that had no straps. They didn't need no gags, cause liberty was the whole fact. No time to slack, they played a wicked trick on Toussaint. Now when Christophe and the others found out the place was flooded with red paint, qu'on y a la cette tête chargée, pays à tête en bas. Bah yo pas qu'à comme ça, David et on s'en bat. Puis gros roi qui était campé pour justice. C'est pas Jean-Paul qui a crasé nous à 666. Yo raï moi, démêlem créole, pas j'en fini. Pour toute la vie m'a crasé, l'équipe sauce pour Agdiri. With 100,000 soldiers, Dessalines and Christophe showed them crackers who was boss. Broke them off at any cost cause they were soft. The wicked Europeans got tossed, and the result of the revolution, they simply lost. The militant general was Toussaint, the man who fought and occupied the north side, refused to die, cutting off heads with our guy. Until the next episode, with Africans who stood bold, and that was all across the golden globe. The story is told, bookman answer the prayer with the locks upon his hair. Beating them drums, hitting the stat on death. Try to press, hating them past the test. Taking no bullets with no vest, putting no holes in cockroach chests. It ain't no doubt that Haiti broke in the door of liberty and equality back in 1804.